What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. Now, tonight I do want to talk about Ribrianne, who is rumored and pretty much not quite confirmed, but should be coming to Dokkan, at least JP, as the event for April Fools. Now, there are some questions as to whether she's going to be coming to Global as well. Now, last year they did both. They gave us the UR Cybermen as the April Fools for both, so it makes a lot of sense for them to mirror her to Global in one respect. In another, however, I'm a little iffy. Excuse me. So let's talk about that real quick. So Ribrianne, everyone's saying she's going to be an LR. She's going to be an LR. She's going to be an LR. I'm not quite sold on the LR Ribrianne, and I'll tell you why. First and foremost, the only thing people are saying makes her the LR is the simple fact that we have two super attacks for her. Now, one, this could be a pre-Dokkan super attack and then a Dokkan super attack. Two, and I find more likely, this could either be a transformation super attack or, because of the type of super attacks that they are, one could be for a giant type, or like the Ozaru types, or whatever you want to call it. Let me explain why I think that. Now, none of this is confirmed. This is all 100% speculation. It is highly likely she could be an LR. Everybody's calling her an LR. In fact, in the video that I did with my data miner JLX, we'll go over some more information he's got us later on in the video, but in the video that I did with him and T-Baggins, we even discussed it. We said, how funny would it be if she was an LR for the April Fool's event? And it looks like that might be coming true. Now, I remain cautious here, and I'll tell you why. The super attack that she's given, I can't remember the name of it. God, for the sake of me, I can't remember the name of it. But it's the one she did when she was in her ultimate form or whatever. Grew large, had the wings, and had the giant bow and arrow. The one where when they defeated her, she went all pixelated. So, that being the case, that would lead me more down the path that she's either a giant type or a transformation type. Now, the reason I would think she might not be a transformation type is because if she's going to come to Global, we don't have the transformations yet. The first transformation unit we're going to get is pretty much, I can almost guarantee you, Ultra Instinct Goku. The first one they got in JP was the dual LRs for Vegito and Gogeta. I think, based on information I have here, I think we're going to get UI Goku very, very soon. And I don't mean the one we got back in December. I mean his Dokkan Awakening. Alright? Why do I say this? Alright, let's go into Discord here. Now, this is the message between myself and JLX. This is, what he sends me from time to time. These are all assets that he has mined out of Dokkan Global. You'll notice that is Ultra Instinct Goku right there. That's the mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. And if you don't know how the one on JP, if you don't know how he works, basically, when you kind of like with the Ozarus, how they can randomly change. With this one, as soon as he gets down to 50%, he automatically changes into the Mastered Ultra Instinct, right? So, a few things change about him. His links still stay the same. I mean, I did a whole video on it, but super attack changes a little bit, passive changes a little bit, but all in all, he becomes a different unit. Now, why do I say it'd be hard-pressed to believe Ribrianne is going to be this? Well, there's a lot of things that kind of lead me to believe she might be. The simple fact that that's the new mechanic they're pushing on the JP side. That alone would really mean it. Everything thus far after the Dual LR Fest seems to be a transformation mechanic. We got Ultra Instinct, who's a transformation mechanic. We have Turles coming, who's a transformation mechanic. I have information coming on him as soon as we get a little bit more down the road. So it makes sense for Ribrianne for it to be a transformation mechanic. But we have yet to get even a glimpse of that on Global. We are still several months away from the 3rd anniversary. So unless we got Ultra Instinct Goku, that would mean the Ribrianne would be the first transformation unit to come to Dokkan Global. It's kind of a shitty way to introduce a whole new mechanic to the game through a April Fool's joke card. Not saying they can't do it, not saying they won't do it. I mean, they introduced categories to us with 2 cards that had leader skills that didn't drop for 4 or 5 months. So they do crazy stuff sometimes. It's possible. But considering the type of unit she is in the game, or the type of unit she is in the show, and all that, and the super text that we have translated from the French version, it does seem very likely that she could just be a giant type. Now, that isn't to say we have not confirmed whether or not yet she is an LR. She could be an LR. And they're dropping tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of LRs on top of us. But a joke LR, I don't know. I'm not 100% sold that's going to be the case. Now, reason it could be the case, remember Dragon Ball Legends is coming out. Buchigiri match just dropped on JP. And Legends is coming out here in a couple of months. The beta's coming out this weekend. So there's a high likelihood that they very may well... Okay, or is it this weekend or next weekend? Maybe it's next weekend. I can't remember specifically. But the beta for Legends is coming very soon. So to get people to stay involved in Dokkan, what they're going to do is they're going to start dropping more stuff on us. Hence, Global is getting UI Goku very, very soon. Another thing you mentioned about that, we don't know what Dokkan Fest is coming for the Ticket Banner. Could very easily be UI Goku. Now, there's some talk whether it's going to be Bardock, whether a lot of people were saying a dual Dokkan with Tech, Vegito Blue, and... Excuse me, it's very, very late. Tech Vegito Blue, and Strength Rose. That's still possible. Bardock is still very possible. In fact, he's already in the game. But he's not ready to go yet. We have no dates or anything like that on him. So there's a lot that they could still do. But being that we haven't had the announcement, being that there's so many assets in there, being the timing, being that Ribrianne is coming, it seems right to give us that event. And they gave it to us for, the Christmas event. They gave us the Dokkan UI, and it was very successful. So this just makes a lot of sense. It's just logical progression. The other thing, I think, I would not be surprised to see the old Tournament of Power one, the one that just left, come back, and the new Tournament of Power come out. The one that has, the farmable unit for Caulifla. It has the free-to-play Kale, who unfortunately is not farmable, but that's a thing. Because they should be releasing the new level on that in JP to make Ribrianne farmable. There have been several assets dropped to insinuate that Brand de Chateau, at minimum, could be a farmable card in that new event. Now, Kale and Caulifla are both farmable cards in that event, currently as it sits, and they both Dokkan into Super Saiyans. So it makes sense if Brand de Chateau's dropping, she would Dokkan into Ribrianne, which means you have then a farmable super for the Ribrianne card that's dropping on April 1st. It all makes sense, guys. It all kind of adds up. So, what am I basically saying here? I'm a little maybe weary. Not weary, but I'm a little skeptical that Ribrianne is going to be an LR. It would be funny, yes, but I don't know they're going to quite go that crazy right off the bat. 2, UI Goku is most definitely coming in very, very soon. I, in fact, wouldn't be surprised if he was the Dokkan Fest for the Ticket Banner coming up. Would make a ton of sense. It really, really would. It's perfect timing. The show just ended. Hype is still really high. It's a great time to drop it. Not to mention that, but the farmable super attack for Ribrianne. If we're getting Ribrianne, we're getting a farmable super form a couple days later. That would make a ton of sense. Now, with UI Goku dropping, that means that Ribrianne could be a transformation. But I'm still not 100% sold on that fact. I would see her more as a giant type than a transformation. Then again, transformations are the new mechanic. So, I don't know. I'm not 100% certain, not 100% sold on the LR. It's something we did call, something we did talk about, but I'm not completely sold on this matter. My 2 cents. I guess in about 24 hours, we are going to know. As soon as I have that information, we will do an update on it. I'll show you my JP account. We'll talk about the April Fool's event. So you got about 24 hours, little less than, advance notice on that. But that said, we are just going to have to wait and see what happens. Let me know your 2 cents in the comment section down below. Are you hyped for UI Goku's Dokkan Awakening? We don't know when. We don't have any information, but there's... I'll show you again. There are a crazy number of assets sitting here in the game. Look at all this. Look at all this. That's a lot of information for them to just drop waiting on a unit to fall. That's not very common. So we will see what happens, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe as always. You can always follow the Birdman and the Booker for further information. I will put a poll there as well on this one. Let me know what you think. What do you want, and what do you think might happen? Because those could be two very, very different things. So, all that said and done, I'll lay your ass out next time.